Hello everyone, it's Question Tuesday, the day that I answer real questions from real nerdfighters. What are your favorite comedy troupes? Monty Python, the Reduced Shakespeare Company, and the cast from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Eaten by zombies or gored by unicorns? Gored by unicorns because that would be the faster and less painful death. Plus, if your heart is true, then the unicorn's horn just goes right through you. Did you pass your 9th grade proficiency test on the first try? Yep. What were your favorite board games as a kid and why? Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, Monopoly Junior, Clue Junior, but I couldn't tell you why I liked them other than the pretty artwork. When did you first learn to drive, and did you pass your test on the first time? I started taking driving lessons in April or May of 2000, and I got my license in April of 2001, and yes, it was the first time. If you could live in any country, where would you choose? Nerdfighteria? No, that's cheating. At the moment, probably Canada, because they pay their beginning teachers $60,000 a year as opposed to the $25,000 a year that I'll probably get paid as a beginning teacher here. Dream profession? A band director who is not grossly underpaid, who also has time to write, so it really is a dream, but band director. Favorite movies? And many more that I don't have at my disposal. What hobby would you take up after retirement? Writing, because that's probably when I'm going to have the most time to do it. Eat a dead spider or be chased by a giant spider over hilly terrain? Eat a dead spider because it doesn't involve running or hills. If you could place your life into a literary genre, what would it be? Fantasy. If you were to write a book right now, what would you say in it? Well, that completely depends on what kind of book we're talking about. If it's nonfiction, then it's probably a book on why music education is important and we should provide it for all children. If it's a fiction book, however, I'm writing several of those, and I will answer this question more fully when I talk to you about NaNoWriMo. If you could choose one fictional character to run the world, who would it be and why? Albus Dumbledore, because he believes in the power of education. And he's awesome. When you were a kid, what's the craziest job you wanted? Inventor. I had a dream at one time that I would be the inventor of this wonderful candy bar that had every flavor imaginable. If all the books in the world disappeared except 3, which 3 would you keep? God, Karen, don't scare me with stuff like that. Well, as it happens, there is a shelf a few feet to my right which contains my Desert Island books. And the top 3 books on that shelf are The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger, The Book Thief by Markus Zusak, and Paper Towns by John Green. That's what I'd keep. What's the farthest away from your current location you've ever been? The west coast of Northern Oregon and Southern Washington. Do you ever wear contacts? Not anymore. There was a time in my last couple years of high school and my first year of college when I tried contacts, but then I decided I was too lazy to put them in every day and went back to glasses. How many years have you been at BG? I was here for 5 years as an undergrad, took a year off and went back home to Ashland, and now I'm in my first year of grad school, so this would be year 6. What sort of mileage per gallon does the vlog driver car get? I'm honestly not sure because the odometer doesn't always work, but I would guess 25 to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. How many of your subscribers have you met IRL? I'm not sure, but I think about 10. What denomination is your church? United Methodist. Big fan of Monty Python? This parrot is no more! It has ceased to be! It's expired and gone to meet its maker! This is a late parrot! Yeah. If your life were to be made into a movie, who would you get to play you? Nathan Fillion, because he would make me appear to be more handsome and more funny than I really am. What was the first film you remember seeing? Unfortunately, Disney Cinderella. What was the best Halloween costume you've ever had? Probably my best costume was in 7th grade when I dressed up as a headless man. And by headless man, I mean a man who was actually holding his head. Do you hear the people sing? Well, yeah. Yeah, I do. Doesn't everyone? What's the buzz? Bzzz. Sorry about that. Do you think that BG Undead is something that people should get involved in? Well, I've never been involved personally, but I have a lot of friends who are, so, you know, if zombies and Nerf guns are your thing, then absolutely go for it. What's your favorite musical? Three-way tie between Children of Eden, Into the Woods, and Godspell. What's your favorite instrument? Oddly, not the trumpet. I like French horn, euphonium, cello, and bassoon. And of course, didgeridoo. How many instruments do you play, and what are they? Okay, here we go. As a music education major, I had to learn how to play all of the standard band instruments, so I can play trumpet, French horn, trombone, euphonium, tuba, flute, oboe, bassoon, clarinet, and saxophone. I can also play violin, viola, cello, and string bass, though not very well, and I can play pretty much all the percussion instruments. I play piano, of course, as you have seen. I can play some non-traditional instruments, like, of course, didgeridoo and penny whistle. I can play the recorder beyond hot cross buns. And, of course, I play handbells. So, I play a lot of instruments. Alright, that's all the questions I received. Hope you enjoyed. If you would like me to do another one of these, then leave me some more questions and I'll find time to answer them. I'll see you soon for a book review. Bye-bye.